Welcome to Love by Design, the podcast for high achieving women who are ready to stop performing for love and start building it from truth, from alignment. Welcome back to Love by Design. My name is Joan. Welcome back. So, we're continuing on our series about the transcendent love gate. So, I want you to picture this. There's a woman standing in her kitchen. It's a Tuesday night. Dinner is half made, her phone is buzzing, her partner is asking what time she'll be done with all this. All this is a petition, a fundraiser, an email thread with 12 people she's never met, but who are counting on her to pull this thing together. She's been at it for 3 hours and she can feel his frustration from the other room, like it has this huge weight, like it's filling the space between them. He doesn't say it, but she hears it anyway. Why do you care so much about people who don't even know you and who you don't even know? And something in her chest goes quiet. Not defensive, not angry, just quiet. Because how does she explain that when she sees injustice, when she sees a system failing people, it doesn't feel like someone else's problem. It feels like a wrong note in a song she can't stop hearing. She just can't turn it off. She can't just let it be. And yes, she loves him. She does. But right now, in this kitchen, with dinner burning and the petition half done, she doesn't know how to love both. Have you ever loved something so big? A cause, a mission, a vision for how the world could be, that the person next to you started to feel small. Not because you wanted them to, but because your love had a different skill. That tension, that's gate 15. Gate 15 is all about loving humanity. And it's one of the 4 transcendent love gates, the gates where love doesn't just stay between 2 people. Love moves through you towards something collective, something systemic, something bigger than you and the other person. And when you carry this gate, intimate relationships can feel like they're competing with your purpose, but they're not supposed to. But most people don't know how to hold them both. So gate 15, let's get into it. So this is all about loving humanity. And I don't mean that vague statement, oh, I care about people. No. This is way beyond. This means that you are wired to see the patterns, to see the systems, the way society is set up and where it's failing. And when you see it, you can't unsee it. So this gate doesn't just feel empathy for one person's suffering. It feels the rhythm of collective suffering, the whole world, everything that's going wrong. And it has this biological drive to fix it, to be part of the solution. When gate 15 is operating in its gift, which is the compassionate architect, you don't love one person at a time. You are the architect of systems. You build frameworks where everyone can be held. You love humanity by creating the infrastructure that allows love and people to scale. And that's the beauty, that's the gift. But in the shadow, and this is where most people with this gate live without knowing it and have experienced this firsthand, you become the compassionate tyrant. You are not holding a physical sword. You are holding a moral principle, and it cuts just as deep. So this is the activist who feeds hundreds and hundreds of people, but when it comes to serving their family, cold silence. This is the organizer who fights for humanity, but forgets the humans sitting across from them at the dinner table. The tyranny is quiet. It's the unspoken decree that you hold true. My cause is more important than your feelings. The greater good negates your good, and you don't even realize you're doing it. And here's where it really gets complex in relationships, because most people love on an intimate scale, one-to-one. They love the person right in front of them. They want you home for dinner. They want to spend all their time with you. They want your attention. But this gate, no. It operates on a different frequency. You're not just loving your partner, you're loving through your partner towards a vision of what's possible for the human race. And if they don't understand that, if they think your mission is in competition for your love, well, that's where the friction lives. So in my book, The New Love Language is coming up in August, I really go deep into all of the gates, how you can recognize when you've slipped into the compassionate tyrant, how you can activate your compassionate architect, and the exact conditions that a person with this gate needs to be able to thrive in a relationship without sacrificing either the world or their relationship. But for now, here's what I want you to know. If you carry this gate, you don't need to choose. You need a partner who sees your work in the world as part of who you are, an essential part of who you are, not separate from your love. So, for this week, sit with this. If you carry this energy, if your heart is bigger than just your personal life, where have you been apologizing for it? Have you been making yourself smaller in relationships so that you don't feel threatened by your scope, by your mission, by your vision? Because here's the truth. The right partner doesn't ask you to shrink your mission. No, they hold space for it. They see your work in the world and think, oh my God, that's who I'm choosing. That fire, that purpose, that refusal to turn away. If someone needs you to be less so that you can feel loved, then they're not your person. So stay tuned for the book that has all the details of how you can identify where you are in the shadow, how you can move into the gift, because we need you in the world. Your love for humanity is what builds a better world, that builds the systems that we need so that everybody else can thrive. So it's not something to run away from, it's something for you to embrace. And that's the whole purpose of this Love Gates journey. The more you find out about your love gates and how you were designed, the more you can create that awareness on what you need to change or shift from the shadow to the gift. There is nothing to change, there is nothing to fix. You just need to move from the shadow to the gift and understand how to navigate the gate for your highest purpose. Next week, we'll be continuing with the Transcendent Gate. And from tomorrow, which is February 14th, Valentine's Day, you can now download your Love Gates report at thenewlovelanguages.com so that you can identify whether you have this Love Gates and you can start to understand how it works and how it can help you either attract the right relationship for you or to improve the relationship that you're currently in as you understand your partner and they understand your love languages as well. Until next week, keep living by design, and I will see you soon. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining me on today's episode. And if it stirred something in you, trust that alignment isn't a concept, it is a calling. And if you're feeling the nudge to take this work deeper, then I want you to go ahead and book your Aligned Love Assessment, where we map your patterns, reveal what's keeping you stuck, and explore your journey to aligned love. You can book your session at joannwosu.com. Until next time, remember, you're not here to earn love, you're here to embody it. So keep dating by design, not by default. See you next week.